House recovers over 1 billion naira property fund. NCC to spend 6.1 billion naira on SIM card registration. State pass amended constitution. Hello, this is House Reports on Internet Television International ITI. I am Rachel Boa. Activities in the House of Representatives this week started on Monday, the 12th of July 2010, with a call by the Speaker of the House, Dimeji Bankole, on relevant security agencies in the country to join forces with the Nigeria Police to smoke out the criminals who abducted officials of the Nigeria Union of Journalists in Abia State on the 11th of July. In a statement issued in Abuja by his special advisor media, Mr. Bomiana Musa, the Speaker urged all well-meaning Nigerians to rise in unison and condemn the dastardly act. On Tuesday, House of Representatives Committee on Housing and Habitat announced the recovery of a total of over 1 billion naira from 6 commercial banks.
Committee frowned at this flagrant affront by these banks, which it adjudged deliberate and aim of defrauding the government and people of Nigeria. It went further to threaten the concerned banks with invitation of the police and the EFCC, Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, as well as the Central Bank of Nigeria, if they fail to remit the withheld funds into the coffers of the Presidential Implementation Committee. It is instructive, and I'm very happy to inform you and also to note that it was in compliance with these directives of the Committee on Housing and Habitat under my leadership that the amount of 1,086,656,270 naira 15 kobo was recovered as I'm talking to you today. That is to say, all the monies which these banks refused to pay into the federal government treasury through the Presidential Implementation Committee has been fully recovered by the Committee on Housing and Habitat.
On his part, Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Ndwese Essien, commended the House Committee on Housing as well as the Presidential Implementation Committee on the recovery of the funds.
It acts as a watchdog on government activities in the interest of the public. Without doing so, a lot of things would have gone awry. And that is why we are very happy that there is a parliament as distinct from the days of military rule when there was no watchdog like parliament. So what we are achieving today is a result of the effective use of parliament. I want to confirm, as the chairman has reported, that as at July 9th, all the interest have been recovered from all the banks. So no bank is owing the PIC as at today. Then I also want to report that because of the difficulty of managing 14 accounts for the PIC, we called all the banks together yesterday and told them that we are going to streamline the number of banks that will keep PIC accounts. We are not going to have more than 6 banks to keep these accounts so as to ease reconciliation in the future.
The House Committee says it will soon embark on the second phase of its mandate, which is to recover all federal government properties anywhere in the world that were either seized illegally or sold without the funds being remitted into government treasury. During the course of the week under review, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dimeji Bankole, called for collaboration amongst relevant stakeholders to enable Nigeria realize her dreams of developing nuclear technology, enhancing power generation and boosting industrial growth. Speaking through the Chief Whip of the House, Emeka Ihedioha, while declaring open a public hearing on nuclear safety, security and safeguard bill, Bankole underscored the importance of cooperation between stakeholders.
Innovation, therefore, requires collaboration between policymakers and researchers. That is us and you. Except there is sustained interaction between these categories of professionals, we cannot have integrated approach to associated development in technology in the extractive and other related industries. Herein lies the added significance of the bill under consideration.
Bankole said Nigeria needed to explore some new areas of technology, not only to enhance its technological and economic growth, but to be able to safeguard its population from either natural or human-induced risks. Chairman House Committee on Petroleum Resources Upstream, Basi Otu, explained why this new bill is especially necessary now.
Ladies and gentlemen, 9 years after the operations of the NNRA Act, the Act made up of 49 sections have been tested and found not to satisfy and meet with the international safety standards for radiation protection, nuclear safety, security and safeguards. Hence, this bill before us for consideration today.
The bill seeks to reduce to a reasonable level and in a manner that is consistent with Nigeria's international obligations the risks of nuclear technology to national security. It is also designed to protect individual, society and the environment against the harmful effects of ionizing radiation and for the safety and security of radioactive sources. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Usman Nafada, on Wednesday accused the officials of the Federal Ministry of Works of colluding with road contractors to do poor jobs, saying it is the major reason why roads fail in the country. Nafada, who spoke at the public hearing on a bill for an act to construct, build and maintain roads and erosion projects for 5 years before handing over and other matters connected therewith, also berated foreign contractors for some shoddy jobs.
In your home country, you cannot be allowed to construct such roads. But when you come to Nigeria, all you will be saying is a Nigerian factor. It is not a Nigerian factor alone. So please, Honorable Minister and stakeholders, those and the committee also, please, we should try and see that we have changed this situation in such a way that our roads will go back to the 60s and 70s as they used to be.